Well, hello everyone. It's Dr. Anna Kabeka here. We are doing a 3-day water fast. I'm really excited about this. 3-day water fast or bone broth only fast or keto-green fasting. That's drinking keto-green shakes and smoothies, and make sure you're alkalinizing with Mighty Maca, which I recommend. If you haven't done fasting, extended fasting or water fasting before, do a 3-day keto-green fasting to really open up your detox pathways. Make sure you're having regular bowel movements. I mean, it's critically important. So I'm excited to be here with you. I've had about 100 women say, hey, we're fasting with you. When I fast, I'm water fasting. When I fast, I'm also doing some makeup fasting. I do love my Christian Dior red lipstick and eyeliner and things like that, but I am here au natural pretty much. So just clean skin, clean detox all the way around. Fasting is about physical cleansing, physical detoxing, but also spiritual cleansing. And so having a pen and journal ready to journal your thoughts is important, really important. So hello on Facebook. So put your name if you come in. If I can't see your name and you're in one of our private groups, it won't show me your name, but tell me where you're watching from. I see Jacqueline is here. Happy Friday, Jacqueline. And let me know where you're at on your fast, if you're getting ready to start, if you're just thinking about it, and or what day you're fasting. I know I've had some people already start fasting around today. So I started yesterday officially at 2:55 p.m. So say 3 p.m. Yesterday. So at 3 p.m. today, I'll be at my first 24-hour water fast. So doing water fast, and within your water fast, you can do herbal teas. Absolutely. You can do herbal teas and you can do black coffee. So, but remember, black coffee is a phase 1 detoxification accelerator. So if you're doing that, you really want to make sure you have phase 2 support. So in Mighty Maca Plus, there's a lot of antioxidants to help detox as well. When you're pushing phase 1, you want to help eliminate with phase 2 detoxifiers. So like the methylation, sulfation, glucuronidation, to be scientific. And these are antioxidants to help support that. Other thing that you can do is our detox capsules from my website. Jacqueline, is that Western North Carolina? What's WNC? Is that Western North Carolina? I'm not sure. And Lori is here. Hey, gorgeous. Good to see you here. So great to see you guys. And I'm glad you're here joining us. And let me know where you're viewing from and where you're at on your fast. So I am at almost 18 hours, 18 hours of a water fasting, and really working to do 3 days of a water fast. And as you can see, we have people here doing keto-green fasting. So that's the keto-green smoothies and bone broth, and adding in some antioxidant support, and or bone broth fasting, 3 days of just bone broth. Really good and rich. And what's magic about 3 days? Do you guys know what's magic about 3 days? Okay, yeah, Jacqueline's in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Gorgeous area, gorgeous. So, so what's magic about 72 hours? There's a couple things I want to teach you that's magic about 72 hours, is that within 72 hours, the mucosal cells, the lining of our intestines, so the mucosal lining of our intestine completely turns over within 72 hours. So you're getting new, fresh cells. So healthier, stronger, more resilient, more connected, less leaking. All of these things can happen within 72 hours. And we're also removing allergens, right? If we're just drinking water, pretty much we've removed a lot of allergens. And that's why, and in the Keto-Green shakes too, it's a very hypoallergic protein and antioxidant blend. So that's and dairy free. Dairy for me is a huge allergen. And we want to avoid things that are going to create inflammation. So, that every once in a while, taking a break from food in general is really supportive to your immune system. So number one, we want that 72 hours to have mucosal cell turnover, intestinal lining, fresh, pretty intestines, healthy, clean intestines, healthy, clean, glowing, radiant skin, right? Who wants that? I do. Definitely. It really helps clear up your skin these 72 hours too. The second thing is to increase insulin sensitivity. The more insulin sensitive we are, the lower and more stable our blood sugar is, the stronger our immune cells function. So that's important too. So really critical point there. Into autophagy. That's in your body's self-cleaning state, self-cleaning. So we want to get rid of unhealthy cells in our body, and we all have them, and we create them periodically. And that's why fasting and extended fasting is really good for you to do periodically throughout the year, every time the seasons change, or at least twice a year doing these extended fasting. So we're starting with a 3-day water fast, and we may go longer. Who knows? Like I'm in it with you guys. The longest I've done is a 5 to 18-hour water fast, and the longest, and so there are different levels of fasting, as well as a 7-day Keto-Green fast. So different types of fasting, extending fasting, pushing your limit. So those are top 3 reasons, to have, number one, intestinal turnover, get good, clean, healthy, strong intestines. Immunity starts in the gut. Number 2 is increasing that insulin sensitivity, stabilizing blood sugar. And number 3 is autophagy. The key thing that I want you to recognize here too is that when we are fasting, the hormones, and I write about this in Keto-Green 16. And if you guys don't have Keto-Green 16, I'm going to put up a dranna.com/Keto-Green, and that will get you you can get a copy of Keto-Green 16 there. But so many of you are in my Keto-Green community on Facebook and my Girlfriend Doctor Club, and you guys know the Keto-Green way of doing things intimately. But so I write about the 13 weight control hormones, and specifically hormones, of course, insulin, but also leptin, which is the hormone of satiety. So like you feel satiated when you are, you're not hungry, you feel satiated, full. That's the leptin hormone. And we can become leptin resistant over time. So also fasting helps increase leptin sensitivity. So you're more satisfied earlier in your meals, in your eating habits, in your day than later. And this other hormone that's really critically important to our hunger is ghrelin. Think of gremlins and think of this hormone ghrelin, Grelin, and it is the hormone of hunger. Now, when we are fasting, it is essentially the begging dog at the dinner table. It's like, feed me, feed me, feed me, feed me. Come on, feed me. And at 48 hours, it is really like, the big eyes, like, really pulling at your heartstrings, like, oh, please just feed me. Come on. I've been good all day. Just feed me. That's ghrelin, right? If you ignore it long enough, it will go away and sit down somewhere else, right? Same with ghrelin. At 48 hours, it peaks. And then you're like, oh, okay, I can do this longer. So then you're in day 3 and you're like, great. I'm looking forward to having that meal that I can eat, but I'm really not starving anymore. Like that's all gone. And plus, when we're water fasting, keeping well hydrated will also help you with hunger. So often we feel hungry, but it's actually thirst. So this ghrelin, this hunger hormone, creating that sensitivity too, is like getting that to kind of like go away and stop bugging you. It's really happens at 48 hours. I want you to know that you're not starving. You're not going to die. It's that ghrelin hormone, that begging dog at the dinner table is just saying, hey, need to feed me. As long as you're not feeling weak and dizzy, those symptoms, maybe you're using a continuous blood sugar monitor, checking your blood sugar and seeing, I hope you're checking your urine test strips and see, when do you get into ketosis with water fasting? Sometimes when we're really metabolically challenged, it could be 2 days before we get into a good state of ketosis, but recognize how that feels, how amazing that feels. So I think this is Lori here. She says she just started doing shakes and bone broth last night. So she's doing Keto-Green Keto-Green fasting. Awesome, Lori. And y'all just coming on right in the chat where you're from and where you are on your fast, thinking about it, or right in the middle of it. Jacqueline asked, what can we add to still be in a water fast? You can definitely add minerals. And I posted in the group yesterday about tri-salts. I like Emerson's tri-salts. So a mineral blend that can really help with maintaining the fast. You can add Mighty Maca in, again, helping support phase 2 detoxification, still be in the fast. You can drink herbal teas, and you can drink coffee and still be in a fast. But again, caution, coffee can increase phase 1 detoxification. So if you're not a seasoned detoxer, maybe don't do it. Or if you're having coffee, make sure you take a couple scoops of Mighty Maca right after. From Northern California, I started after dinner last night. Perfect. So then Sunday at dinner time, you'll be able to break fast. And so that's good. So Keto-Green fasting. Vicky, she's in my Girlfriend Doctor Club. She's been with me in Magic Menopause. She's just amazing. Good to see you here, Vicky. She said, I did a 7-day water only fast once, and it was amazing. The hardest day for me was day 2. After that, it was fairly easy. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Vicky. That's when that ghrelin, that hunger hormone, starts to rear its ugly head. And so good for you. Awesome. So are you fasting with us this time, Vicky? So, and 7 days a challenge. 7 days water fast is a challenge, especially when you're cooking for kids and doing and traveling and on the road and working and around people and invited out on dates and get-togethers. It's a challenge. So, again, there's no failing. It's like, what was my experience this time? And what's next? So Lynn asked, Dr. Anna, do you have a recommendation for testing blood sugar? Is the Keto Mojo the best, or is there a better one? I really like Keto Mojo, Lynn, because it can test your blood sugar and your blood ketones. And so looking at your blood ketones as a reference is really an excellent way. So there are so many different types of blood sugar, blood glucose monitors that you can get from any pharmacy, right? But I like Keto Mojo because it's looking at ketones and glucose. So that is really my favorite on the market one. Plus, I believe it has a Bluetooth device. The new models have a Bluetooth device to help you keep track. Jacqueline said, great, thank you. I love Mighty Maca. I'm so glad, Jacqueline. Thank you. Vicky said, I missed the start of this challenge, but was planning one for next week. Well, it's not too late. You can start right now. And today be day 1. Sometimes for some people, it's easier on a weekend. And for some people, it's harder on a weekend. So, what is it for you? It really is just individual. So, all right. So we're doing this Keto-Green. We're doing this fasting. And going to just see how you push your limits and recognize that with this water fasting, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to type them in here. Definitely share this, give me a like and a heart. That tells me you're listening. I appreciate that. And we're in this together, right? I'm doing this fasting with you. So I started yesterday at 3 p.m. So if I do 72 hours, that would be Sunday after 3 p.m. would be my break of fast. Jacqueline started at 7 p.m. last night. And so after 7 p.m. on Sunday, she can break her fast if she's doing 72 hours. Or maybe we'll go longer. Let's see what we can do. Well, keep at it. Let me know what you're doing. Post, say I'm fasting with the Girlfriend Doctor. You can tag at the Girlfriend Doctor, say I'm fasting with the Girlfriend Doctor. Tag me, I'll share it. Show me what you're eating, drinking, what you're doing. And remember, when we are fasting, we are cleansing. We are detoxing our body, and our body holds on to energy. So in our breast, in our kidneys, in our liver, and different emotions will come up as we mobilize our energy to these organs. As we mobilize energy, we will come up with different feelings, emotions, maybe anger, maybe thoughts we haven't had in decades will come to our mind. And it means okay, not forgotten. Let's deal with it, address it, thank it, and let it move on. No, we're not going to be held stagnant in any of our thoughts or emotions. And and we just recognize it, journal it, and let it be released. And this is really powerful. So there's spiritual reasons to detox, and certainly very good for our mental health as we get into a healthy state of ketosis. Be sure you're checking. Use your keto pH urine test strips to check, and watch and see if you have blood sugar issues, that you're monitoring your blood sugar. But definitely you can do this 3-day water fast, or if you're doing straight bone broth or Keto-Green fasting, I'm in it with you. Jacqueline says, I have many dates with Dr. Teal. That's Epsom salt, Dr. Teal herbal Epsom salt. So that sounds good. Doing things to accelerate detoxification like infrared sauna, red light therapy, hot bath, cold shower, alternating hot, heat, and cold. Really good to help with metabolism to do that as well. But also detoxifying, that's excellent to do. And massage, lymphatic massage, foot rubs. Oh my goodness, foot reflexology. Great addition to your detox. So really be kind to yourself. I'm detoxing from makeup as well. Like what we put on our body is going through our body. So anything we can do during this time to really cleanse and make it a super cleanse, a super fast, that's powerful. I will be here again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Pacific to chat with you and answer any additional questions. So be sure to join me here then. And see, Vicky said, mine started as a 5-day, but I wasn't hungry. So went on to 6 and then 7. That's exactly it. That's so awesome. And let me tell you, when you get there, your body's in autophagy. It's really cleaning out unhealthy cells, and you do feel amazing. You can do this. If you guys are having any trouble, any difficulty, any questions that come up, post them under this videos, and me or one of my team members will answer you and help you. You can also email me at team@drannakebeka.com. And that's where I have this amazing team that's going to help you. And I always think, like, when we're detoxing, one of my favorite things to share is the Serenity Prayer, because things will come up and challenges. Oh, I can't do it. I'm a failure. Or this is too hard, or, all these thoughts. Look, that's that nasty bitch on your shoulder. You got to knock her off and really stay focused on the positive. And I love this Serenity Prayer. So I'm going to end with this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So thank you guys, and I will see you next time. Take care.